Hey, everybody. Hey, welcome to this episode of Movies Merica Spoiler Warning here on a Thursday evening with your host, Van Ebert. That would be yours truly, moi, here. And I want to welcome you into this episode here where we are going to be talking about 13 Assassins. Yes, we are going to talk all samurai movie, okay? So, Batio Sensei in this episode of Movies America. Spoiler warning, okay? And this is your chance to talk all in depth about 13 Assassins, the classic Japanese 2010 samurai movie. And this movie is a fan request review, okay? We had a dead box office weekend this last weekend here. I think like the only big release was Miller's Girl with Bilbo Baggins himself, Martin Freeman, and Jenna Ortega. Like, come on, I'm not gonna insult my audience with a review of Miller's Girl, okay? Not to be confused with Jesse's Girl. All right, I'm gonna stop. All right. Okay, well, hey, you know what? I'm already making myself look like a big dumbass right now, so I'm gonna save myself and you with this.
In a world where the number of movies available is great, but many are so bad, you'll learn a new definition of hate. One man sifts and reviews through the movie sludge. One man will be the movie cop, jury, and judge. He goes by many names, but you know him by Movies Merica.
That's right, everybody. That's right. Yes, and it's almost a weekend. So, yeah, get loose, get funky, all right? And this is your HQ to do that in, all right? So, if you're like most people, you're, kicking fucking back, the work day is done, okay? And that's especially true for my movie maniacs, yes, and my fellow freedom-fueled film fanatics. And you know who you are. And we already have some movie maniacs and some fellow freedom-fueled film fanatics in the live chat on Rumble. And everybody say hi to my good friends, Unfolding Joker and Darth Jason. Your lack of faith is disturbing. And I'm starting to creep myself out with all that obscene breathing, so I'm going to stop doing that. Yep. But sorry, if you guys are offended.
Be offended.
Yeah, so, but yeah. And then also, you can get in the live chat, like I just inferred, live chat is available in Rumble. And then also you can live chat with me through Pilled and through YouTube. And that's just your outlet to live chat me any kind of questions about 13 Assassins, comments, observations, stock tips, shoe sizes, what you're drinking, whatever. Okay, if you're in Pilled, you can throw up some titty stickers in there. Now, if you're in Pilled, you know what stickers are, okay? And the prominent ones I always see put up there in Pilled is the titty stickers, and I know that my Pilled posse over in the Pilled live chat will not let me down. Okay, so all right, let's proceed here with 13 Assassins, and just to get y'all kind of familiar with 13 Assassins. Now, I'm assuming if you're watching this with the sound on, you've seen 13 Assassins, but I just want to kind of set the table for the discussion that we're going to have about 13 Assassins. And I'm just going to play the trailer here just so we can kind of get a little reminder, okay? So, and set the stage and get off to a good start on this discussion. So here we go.
天下の祭りごとは乱れ、天下の太平は保たれぬ。こたびのこと気を読んでおろうな。
手前にはできることがあると。明石藩主松平成次様、お命頂戴いたすこととはになった。命を捨て大事をなす時が来た。
明石が動きました。
明石の人数は
はるかに多い。200は超えておりましょう。
13人。おのおの方覚悟はよいな。
おう。
Oh yeah, everybody, that is woo. It's a good chance to
try to relax your anus, your shoulders.
So after that trailer, yeah, you got to do that. There, it's that trailer is not fucking around whatsoever. So, but yeah, like I said, yeah, we've got some of my movie maniacs here in the live chat here on Rumble. Here we got Unfolding Joker with "Let's fucking go." Yes, absolutely. So, and Darth Jason with the and also speaking of Darth Jason here, actually check out his Dark Side radio show on Rumble. So make sure to check that out and just search that out on Rumble. You'll see like when it's on. It's a fantastic show that Darth Jason does over there. So yeah, good stuff here. And Rumble's a good platform to be on here, just in general. Okay, but all right, let's get into 13 Assassins now that we have our whistle wetted, so to speak, here with the 13 Assassins trailer. And now, if you've seen 13 Assassins, you know that this movie does start out slow by today's American attention deficit disorder standards. Okay, there's a lot of like character introduction, a lot of development. You're getting to know everybody. They're showing you the major players in the story. They're showing you the bad guy, in this case, Naritsugu, and they're showing you, hey, why someone, should assassinate this guy. I mean, you're not going to want the guy assassinated if you don't think he's some evil piece of shit. And we do see that he is an evil piece of shit, okay, in the early parts of this movie. And they do a fantastic job of getting you to the point where you're like, yeah, this guy's got to die. This guy's got to die. We got to take this motherfucker out. I mean, one of the ways that they show you is that they show this poor young girl who's had her arms and her legs cut off by Naritsugu and her tongue cut out. Okay, and they're showing the main assassin in this. Was it Shinzaman? That's it, Shinzaman. Trying to convince him to join the the mission to assassinate this piece of shit. And so they bring this poor girl in, and that's all it takes. I mean, if I was an assassin, if I was a samurai, and someone was trying to convince me to take out some evil piece of shit, and I saw that this young girl and what she did or what she had done to her it was done by this evil guy, I'd be like, oh yeah, when do we leave? we taking your car or mine? Okay, well let's kill this piece of shit. All right, but it's it definitely lays the establishment, or establishes the story here, because you don't want to go into the mission to kill this guy without knowing what the hell's going on. Okay, you need to know the stakes. You need to know why they're doing this, and so as part of pointing that out, there is a lot of talky scenes where they're just sitting on the floor, just talking to each other, laying out the plan, explaining the situation, all that stuff. And so if Michael Bay is your favorite director, and so because your attention deficit disorder is at 5,000%, then you're gonna have a hard time watching like the first 30 minutes of this movie. But just bear with it, wait it out. Your patience will be justly rewarded. I can assure you of that right there. And Unfolding Joker's got a good point here. Slow at the beginning for sure, but it lays the groundwork for the movie. Eat and pregame before the savagery begins. Yes. Oh, hey, and my other good friend, Agent X6, says, hello, movies. Welcome to the show there, Agent X6. Come on in and relax. Yes, and absolutely. All right. So, and again, as I always remind everybody here, periodically as you're joining, bow to your sensei, Sensei Ibata. All right. Let's get on with the rest of the show. And so one of the cool callbacks in this movie starts actually out in this scene with the poor girl with her limbs severed, and we give her some parchment or some paper, and she writes down a message, and she's got to do it with her mouth because she's got to take like the brush in her mouth because she's got no tongue thanks to this piece of shit in the Ritsugu. And she writes something on the sign, and then they hold it up, and she wrote "Total Massacre" on the sign. So, and I think you saw that in the trailer there too, if you're wondering where that came from. And so I think it's really cool how at the end of the movie they call back to that. And then you could tell they imply that Noritsugu knows, or he could tell like who wrote that, which actually makes it even more satisfying, when they cut off his fucking head at the end, and the poor girl with her limbs severed, gets some payback. All right. So, and so it's fantastic. It's fantastic. And, but yeah, I mean, all that to say, just grind it out through the first, 30, 35, 40 minutes. Even though it's slow, it's good because the payoff is phenomenal, everybody. It's phenomenal. And you're going to appreciate, the last 45 minutes. And I'm saying that as if, I'm just saying that just in case there's some folks that are watching this that haven't seen the movie. If you've seen it, I mean, like my man Unfolding Joker, he knows, I mean, damn well that the 45 minutes, of, pure savagery, as he says, at the end are that much better when you do stick it out, for the quiet first part of the movie, the quiet first act and all that good stuff. So it's well worth your wait. Okay. All right. So let's do this here. I'm just going to remind you guys of our tdpn.locals.com website. You can see it right up there at the very tippy top. And TDPN stands for Till Death Podcast Network. And so at tdpn.locals.com, that's where you can go to check out like great videos, articles, blogs, what have you, all about movies and entertainment, cocktail recipes, and the hot button topics of the day, politics, that kind of thing. I mean, you're probably going to see the name Trump every once in a while, Biden. You're going to see, maybe a Ben Shapiro mention in there somewhere, that kind of thing. Crime, pestilence, famine, all the hot button topics of the day. Okay. So yeah, you're going to see articles all mentioning those kind of things, but in a very entertaining way, at tdpn.locals.com. Okay. And definitely check it out. And in a very unique way. All right. And so right now, there's a lot of things on there that are only available for our VIP members. Okay. And in order to be a VIP member, it's just a measly $3 a month. Okay. Very, very small. Okay. Un poquito, if you speak Spanish. Okay. So so yeah, a little $3. But as you can see down below, if you put in promo code TDPN right now at tdpn.locals.com, you get 1 month free membership. Yes. So you get to be a VIP for free. Just for a whole month, man. Pretty freaking cool, huh? I mean, absolutely. And then you can say,
"Gotcha, bitch."
Yeah. So yeah, take advantage of it. I mean, take advantage of us. We're putting that promo code TDPN out there for a reason, for you to take advantage of it, to get out there at tdpn.locals.com. And we got a great feature that I've created out there called Movies Merica Mad Libs. And it gives you a chance to flex your creative muscles, okay? I've got it's a screenplay, basically, is what I've written out there with 3 characters. And I'm not going to go too in depth about it, because if you go out there and you'll see Movies America Mad Libs like pinned to the top of tdpn.locals.com, and it's going to read through the instructions there. And to boil it down, it's a screenplay with 3 characters. I've written like the first few lines. It's a funny screenplay, hilarious. I mean, I'm just not to toot my own horn, but then where you come in is you write the next few lines, or however many lines you want, and you can write whatever you want. You can get as debaucherous and sleazy and skeezy as you want. And then me and Ian and Sean, Ian and Sean from the Whiskey Capitalist podcast and other shows on the Till Death Podcast Network, on this show live, we're going to do a live table read. And we have to read whatever you write. Whatever you write. Okay. We will read, as she says on Anchorman, we will read anything. Okay. So, yes, anything. All right. So, get out there, take advantage of this fantastic opportunity to embarrass the shit out of us. Yes, come on. Right now, you should be going, what kind of sick, perverted, twisted things can I write to make them read live? That's what should be going through your head right now. And then the second thing that should be going to your head is getting your ass to tdpn.locals.com and getting in that Movies America Mad Libs. All right. Enough about that. Finito with that. So get in there. Do it. And let's check out the live chat right here. Hey, we got Pilled promos over in Pilled right there. And they're saying, hey-o! And I'm late, but hey, that's cool. Hey, better late than never. It's all good. You know what? I mean, it's some would say you look cooler the later you are. Who knows? If that's true, then I'm very, very, very cool and very in a lot of situations right there. So, yeah, absolutely. So, and Unfolding Joker's got a great point about 13 Assassins. Epic payoff, like I was saying. Yes, and some of the best sword play in the industry. Okay, so no, we're not talking about gay porn. Okay, we're actual swords. Okay, so we're not talking about like what those Democrat staffers were doing in the Senate hearing room. A few weeks ago. No, not that kind of sword play. Okay, and then he also goes on to say, yeah, Harakiri and Blade of the Immortal are great films to pair up with this one if you're looking to binge some action on the weekend. Yes, absolutely. So good recommendations from Unfolding Joker right there. But yeah, I mean, there's so much more to say about 13 Assassins. I mean, you got the action, the sword play, like Unfolding Joker was talking about, and the fight choreography is absolutely second to none. And I'm gonna drink to that here because get a little parched, throat's getting a little sore. So I got just Grandpa's cough medicine, or just the Grandpa's cough medicine for what's ailing me. So let's go. Oh yeah, and I'll be talking about this beer later on in the brew review time. All right, and no, that's not a 40. All right, that's not some 08. All right, that's not the old English 800. Okay, no, that's something completely different there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And these are seasoned fighting actors and coordinators in 13 Assassins. You could tell. And the actors playing the samurai, I mean, they excel at portraying men who, even though we're just seeing them talking, particularly in the first act, you can tell that they are very well trained, okay? And they've got that stuff about them that makes them capable of taking lives if they need to. But you could tell that they're men of peace and men of harmony, and they're only going to take lives if they absolutely need to. And believe me, this piece of shit, Noritsugu, makes it a situation, or turns into a situation where they do have at least one life that they have to take. But you'll see they have a lot of lives to get through in order to end his one life right there. So an Unfolding Joker is followed up with a Mickey Forte. Yeah. It's a Mad Dog 2020. Yes. And maybe a bottle of Thunderbird to use as a chaser there. So, but yeah, I mean, like I said before, we first see the assassins, in dojos, in the first act, being convinced to join the mission, and then planning the assassination and whatnot. And it kind of reminded me of a lot of Ocean's 11, right? George Clooney, Brad Pitt, they're getting together, they're conspiring with Don Cheadle and Bernie Mac, about how to break into Andy Garcia's casino. Now, they're not killing anybody, in Ocean's 11, but just the planning reminds me of what they do in 13 Assassins. And then, you see that these assassins, they bring their A game in the last 45 minutes of the movie, and they are just shredding the enemy like Schwarzenegger at the end of Commando. I mean, Schwarzenegger, what did he kill? Like, 317 guys or something like that by himself, at least, at the end of Commando. I mean, I haven't really counted it all. I mean, but I do have a life. I don't have the time to count how many baddies that Schwarzenegger killed at the end of Commando, but you get my point there. And then I do like, how they set up and arrange the town at the end there to, essentially be a kill zone, like a kill box. And I thought it was pretty impressive how they did that. And you could tell that, with how they set up that town to just be basic killing fields. I mean, it's just going to be a bloodbath in there. And you can tell how they did that they invested some money. I mean, they invested some yen in to this movie. And I like those movies where you hear they have a decent sized budget and you see it all on up on the screen. Okay, it's not all going into the salaries of the stars of the movie right here. So, but yeah, Pilled Promos over on Pilled makes a great point. A fashionable entrance. Yes, absolutely. So, and I'm just picturing Pilled Promos coming into the show on a catwalk, just strutting on the catwalk here into Movies America. Spoiler warning, yes. But yeah, it's just great to see Noritsugu's head just roll at the end, and just to see him beg for his life, and I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't want to die. I mean, that's part of the payoff at the end, right? I mean, it's fantastic. And now, before we get to that point, you've got the 13 assassins in this, and they're all like Kevin McAllister, from Home Alone, taking on the Wet Bandits in this right here. And it's a fantastic story all about what they do, in this movie. I mean, that's
the coolest fucking story I've ever heard in my entire life. That's insane. Can I hear it again?
You can. And yeah, I mean, there's no paint cans swinging down from the ceiling, and there's no glue on the floor with nails attached to it or anything like that. It's all good. It's all good. And yeah, it's fantastic over there in this movie. I mean, it's got a lot of great action. and it's not overly bloody. I mean, you get decapitated heads and whatnot. It's not like Django Unchained, Quentin Tarantino kind of blood splurting everywhere and that kind of thing. So it's you gotta get that. You basically just get that through your head that it's not going to be all bloody and gory and whatnot. Now you may like that or you may not, but just wanted to mention that over here. Oh, we got Agent Feisty Mango and Ghost Rider over on Pilled here. So thanks for joining the show. I appreciate that. So means a lot. I'm touched. I'm having a Hallmark moment during this show right here. But let's go ahead and just play a scene from 13 Assassins here. I don't know what scene this is. I'm just clicking buttons over here, people. I'm just clicking buttons and just letting it ride.
Oi. 長次郎、わしの背後に抜けたものを消え。
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you've lived life until you've been in a situation where you get to drop a cool ass line like that, kill the men that get past me. Okay. It's like one of those life dreams that every man and hey, every woman that they want should aspire to, being able to, dive off a cliff with a knife in your mouth or something like that, or, having somebody chew you out, after you've, gunned down a bunch of bad guys and you just simply say, pay the bill to the man or some kind of corny line or something like that. Those are like cool moments in life that everybody should aspire to. Cool moments in life. And we're just seeing like one of those cool moments in life right here where this badass gets to say some badass shit like, kill the men that get past me.
一人残らずだ。はい。
Just in case we have some people in here that haven't seen this movie, the guy in white standing behind the little dude right there, that's Noritsugu. That's the evil piece of shit that they're trying to kill. And then that guy that just came in, that's Hanbei, and that's Noritsugu's main muscle there. Good stuff, man, right there. So, yeah, just wanted to enhance the 13 Assassins Movies America spoiler warning experience with a badass scene from 13 Assassins right there. And I like Agent X6 right here. So, got some good stuff right here. he did his part for climate change since all those guys are no longer breathing. Yes, good point. When you got a point, you got a point right there. And also, Darth Jason makes a good point. Got to get rid of that carbon. That's what it's all about right there. So, yes, the World Economic Forum and Al Gore would be very happy with us and to the characters of this movie right there. But, all right, let's do this here because I've got to keep this episode a little short here tonight because I have got to go check out the movie for next week. Okay. And the movie for next week is going to be Argyle. Okay. The new movie from Matthew Vaughn, who brought us Kick-Ass and X-Men First Class and Layer Cake, other movies like that. And so I got early tickets to Argyle, early in the evening. Anyway, you know what I mean. Point is, I got to go see Argyle tonight for all you fine folks, so I can review it and either warn you off of it or tell you, hey, rush out and go see it. So again, yep, got to rush through this right here. So to that end here, I think it's time for a little brew review time. What do you say? All right, let me grab this bad boy right here. And so for this episode of Brew Review Time, I've got one of those brews where I can barely say the name. I probably can't even say the name. I'm just going to embarrass myself, particularly to some folks across the pond, okay? And so I just thought that since I'm reviewing a Japanese movie, what better beer to review when I'm reviewing a Japanese movie than, hey, a nice German beer. Okay. So yeah, what we've got here is I'm going to try to pronounce this right here. So we got Act Engradra Beer. Marzen. I know Marzen. That's a word. The one word on this bottle I know is Marzen. Okay, right there. But the rest of it is Ak Senfra Beer 999. That's I don't know any of the rest of that right there. But all I know is it tastes pretty fucking good. Okay, so and yeah, this is brought to us from our German friends from Germany, is the motherland, and specifically Bamberg, Germany. And I mean, it's got I like the font on the bottle. It's got that very ancient look, like it came out of a monastery or something like that. And the way they make this, actually, it fits right in with that. I mean, they use the most ancient malting traditions with select barley malts, and they basically kiln it over a fire with beech wood logs to make this bad stuff. I mean, there's this badass beer. It's basically it's a smoke beer, is what it is. And you definitely taste the smoke in it, but it's not overpowering. Okay, it's just the perfect flavor of smoke in it. Okay, and I know maybe some people are hearing me talk about smoke and beer in the same sentence and don't do no. That reaction is not warranted. Believe me, this is some good fucking beer. Okay, so put down the Bud Light, the tranny fluid, and the Coors Light. Okay, and you know what? Get a little adventurous. Okay, step out of the comfort zone and yeah, get yourself some. Schredden, Rash beer. Yeah, schnell. I learn all my German from where we all learn our German from. Die Hard. Yeah, that's where I learn all my German. Right here. So, but yeah, it's like what 5.1% alcohol by volume. So it's got a little bit of kick to it for a beer. It's brewed in these classic copper kettles, and it's matured for months in some of these 14th century cellars. Okay, so a lot of work goes into Ike beer. Okay, so there we go. So it's well worth your time. Okay, so definitely check that out or check this beer out. You can get it like at gopuff.com or drizzly.com or Open Bar. Open Bar is an app. Those are like the Amazon.coms of booze. Okay. All right. Enough out of me about the beer. Okay, I'm just gonna take a tug off this bad boy. So here we go. Oh yeah, there we go. And I love that Costco size bottle right there. I mean, buying in bulk. I mean, drinking in bulk. I love it. I love it. They don't bullshit around. Okay, so I mean, it's Germany right there. They love their beer. That is for sure. And you know what's I love them for it. That's for sure. So every few decades they get a little restless and start stirring up trouble. But when they're not doing that, they make some pretty good beer. Okay, so but anyway, that has been brew review time. All right, checking out the live chat here in Pill, and we'll check it out in Rumble here as well. And also in the meantime, I'm looking behind me because you might notice that my Movies Merica sign is in a different spot. Okay, and the reason it is because I usually have it leaning up against my 4K TV that I usually have over here, but it's out. It's out in the shop. All right, it took a dump and it's getting repaired, so I had to take it off the wall. So now I just have that sign. It's like leaning up against the back of a chair. And then I have some stuff back here, like keeping it in place right there. You probably can't see it because I've got the microphone in the way. Anyway, that was a bad idea for me trying to show you that. But yeah, I've got some things that are kind of trying to support it and that kind of thing. So the reason I mentioned that is because if every once in a while, if you see like my eyes just kind of and me turning around, like double checking. That's why, because I'm like worried about that sign falling down. So at any time it could. And so if you guys want to start a betting pool, take some bets as far as like how likely or what are the chances of that sign falling down, by all means, okay. But keep in mind the house gets 5%. Okay, so that's the standard rate. The house gets 5% right there. But like I said, I was going to check out live chat and Pilled. And hey, we've got Maven in here, and Maven gifted the can. All right, she can gift the can, and she did. And she don't want no short man. I blew that line, didn't I? When did that come out? That song probably came out 1994, 95, something like that. Don't want no short man. And she's also got a great point. The lack of boobs in here is horrifying. Let's see if that situation got rectified. And now Maven had to fix it herself. Okay, she put some massive mammary mounds in the Pilled chat and righted the situation. Okay, so thanks to Maven, order has been restored. Okay. And and Maven just gifted a 1-month bronze tier subscription. Yeah. And I missed that one. The lack of boobs in here is horrifying. Like AIDS. Everyone has AIDS. AIDS. Yeah, check her out. Check yourself out some Team America World Police to hear the rest of that song. Okay, so yep, Asian X6 getting in on the titty action over there in Pilled. Yeah, love it. And Maven goes on to 5% as flavored water. Can't argue with that. Yep. And so yeah, some lurker, go grab that sub. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's not gifting that subscription for nothing. She's not gifting that subscription to just sit out there and gather dust. All right, get it. All right. So get out there, get that gifted sub out there. If I can get that out there. So all right. And yeah, Agent X6 got a good point over here in Rumble. And that's the point is now in Pilled, unfortunately, we can't put your comments up on the screen here, okay, quite yet. But in Rumble, we definitely can. And we've got Darth Jason pointing out, seems like a good pairing, Japan and Germany crossover. What could go wrong? I know, exactly. So it's I can't possibly fathom a problem with those two countries right there. They're usually so well behaved. They conduct themselves well with the other children in the sandbox. Yeah, I mean, what could possibly go wrong? I mean, but yep, drink to that. Oh yeah. But when they start stirring up trouble, you can count on the good old U.S. of A. to put that shit down. Now I'm not sure if right now our military could put that shit down. Okay, so because our military right now is it's a little bit of this.
Crash and burn, huh, Mav?
Yeah, so I'm surprised like China hasn't actually invaded us quite yet. So, but hey, you never know. Any day now, right there. Not that I'm hoping for that, but if I was in the Chinese Communist Party and I was looking at our military and looking at like the advertisements they put out there to try to recruit people, I would have attacked yesterday. So, yep. Darth Jason. Talking about the smoke and the beer, weed smoke. Nah, not that. Nah. This isn't not that. This is they might have like a Snoop Dogg, flavor of this beer that I just haven't seen yet right there. But you never know. Right there. And hey, Puddin' Hollow. Thanks for joining the live chat there in Pilled. And they claimed the 1 month bronze tier subscription gifted by Maven. So absolutely fantastic right there. So, and Maven makes a good point. We aren't allowed to be on screen. All right. So good stuff. Absolutely. All right. So where are we at on the docket? Because I mean, like any tightly run, well-oiled machine, I have a docket, okay, and I have to follow the docket here, and I'm like the judge. I'm your honor of reviewing movies here, so I got to stick to the plan right here. And I just had some random thoughts about this movie. I mean, I could see, how some would see the final 45-minute battle scene a lot, as a lot like the final battle scene in Saving Private Ryan. Okay, because I think like that final battle scene where they do finally, meet up with Private Ryan, Matt Damon, and Private Ryan. Pardon me. Ooh, German beer burp. Private Ryan is being a stubborn ass and won't abandon his brothers. And what's Captain Miller, Tom Hanks, gonna do? Like just drag him kicking and screaming out of there? Nah. So they have to make a stand against the Germans, and so that's kind of like what we see here at in the last 45 minutes of 13 Assassins, where they have to defend, or not defend themselves, but they have to go up against a much bigger force, a much bigger enemy force in this. And so when I was watching the last 45 minutes of 13 Assassins, I could not help but think about, Saving Private Ryan and whatnot. So it was actually kind of like the first, 30 minutes of Saving Private Ryan, the D-Day invasion, kind of like that, where there's just blood and carnage and people's lives being ended. And it's just like, I mean, I remember the first time I saw Saving Private Ryan, I saw it in the theaters in 98. And I remember like just being like that first 30 minutes and whatnot, because I remember before Saving Private came out, I had heard on TV, back when I still watched, network television, they had a bunch of promotional things like on Good Morning America and the Today Show and some movie reviewers. And the one thing I kept hearing about Saving Private Ryan before I saw it for the first time was, everybody prepare yourself for that first 30 minutes of Saving Private Ryan and that D-Day invasion. My God, I've never seen anything like that, on the movie screen whatsoever. Then, of course, I went and finally saw Saving Private Ryan at the theaters. And again, like I said, my jaw dropped to the floor along with everybody else in the theater, okay? And so with 13 Assassins, this last scene, the last 45-minute battle royale is kind of like that. It's in a way. I mean, now we're just so desensitized to to big battle royales like that. So with 13 Assassins, that one, I'm like, I see it, like, okay, it's cool, but I'm not like on the verge of shitting my pants from watching it, like I like the Normandy, the D-Day invasion scene from Saving Private Ryan when I first saw that right there. But all right, so and I mean, and other things about this, the this movie, I mean, it was critically acclaimed. It wasn't just, loved by audiences. I mean, this thing was nominated for 10 Japanese Academy Awards. It won 4 of them. Pretty much resurrected a dead samurai movie genre. And also, I mean, the cinematography in this, if you do care about those kind of things in your movies, the cinematography is lights out. Okay, it's fantastic, and it kind of gives it that grittiness, that beautiful grittiness, if that makes any sense whatsoever. When they're going through the wilderness or trekking through the wilderness on their way to try to find, the primo spot to kill Noritsugu, right? And so when they're going through all this nature and the mountains and all that shit, the cinematography that you see is just fan-fucking-tastic with this. And just just another great reason to check out 13 Assassins and whatnot. And like I always say, it's a Japanese film, but don't be afraid of it being a Japanese film. I mean, don't be afraid of foreign films in general. I mean, a lot of people complain about Hollywood right now, and rightfully so. I mean, I'm one of the biggest complainers about them because all their movies are so formulaic. They're so by the numbers. They're so cookie cutter. And if you want to break out of that, watch foreign movies, man. Particularly like Korean movies, Japanese movies. Bollywood has some good stuff. Well, I was going to say RRR, but RRR is not Hollywood. That's like more like Tollywood there. And then like a lot of great foreign movies out of Scandinavia, Sweden and Norway and that kind of thing. I mean, these movies are by no means new, but you got the girl with the dragon tattoo. What's the other ones there? The girl in the hornet's nest. Those movies from Scandinavia. Those are movies where you're gonna watch them and like there is nothing fucking by the numbers about these movies. Okay. And so it's just so foreign movies are just a good vacation from the formulaic, cookie cutter Hollywood movies. Okay. And so I can't recommend them enough whatsoever. So, but all right, check out the live chat here real quick. If I can fucking hit the right damn buttons in here. So, and what do we got here? The infused beer, soak wheat brownies in that, and wrap it in bacon. Man, Agent XX, I like the way you think. I think, oh, God. Got to worry. We park our car in the same garage on that one, my man. Absolutely. So, all right, what's next on the docket, everybody? What's next on the docket? Oh, I know. I mean, it's the part where I have to do you a favor. And I'm going to do you a favor by telling you all about a great product called Nature Clear. Nature Clear Recovery Powder. The powder that helps avoid a hangover for you, for me, for anybody that takes Nature Clear. And it's easy to take. All you got to do is just dump this packet, okay, in 12 ounces of water or your normal bottle of water, okay, and just shake that bad boy up and chug that motherfucker down before you go out and have a good time, all right? And another great thing I should mention is if you're out there and you're at the at the dance club, if they call them that anymore, if you're at the rave, I don't know, do they still have raves? I don't know. People inform me. Let me know. Are raves still a thing? But if you're out there and you're like, 12 tequila shots in, you're like, holy shit, I forgot to take my Nature Clear. Fret not, worry not. Just take this when you get home, okay? That's all you got to do, So and then also it helps you recover from smoking and vaping as well, okay? It's just an all-around Swiss Army knife of recovery for everyone, okay? And so right now, what you should be doing is asking yourself, Van, how do I get this fantastic Nature Clear product? Well, I shall tell you, my dear audience, okay? All you got to do is click on the Nature Clear link in the description down below, and then, grab whatever Nature Clear products you want from the website, and then get them in the shopping cart, and then enter in promo code MOVIES in the promo code field, and you're going to get up to 25% off your next order. Holy shit. What a great deal. What are you waiting for? Okay, well, actually, you should wait till after the show. Okay, wait till after the show. Okay, watch this fantastic show, soak in all the entertainment that I'm providing for you, and then go. get some nature clear, or you can multitask and get it right now. Okay, that I guess we'll allow that at this point. So, but yeah, nature clear, do it, get it. All right, so I have done my job there with letting you guys all know about that. So, and I definitely want to see more chats there on Pill. Here, let me refresh and see if you got some new folks here in Pilled. And I got Maven. I got Puddin' Hollow in there. What do we got? Agent X6. I saw him in there earlier, flashing the titties. Okay, I mean, just loving life right there. I think, yeah. Oh, yeah, good stuff right there. And let's check out the live chat over in Rumble. And, there we are. Yeah. So Unfolding Joker, I am reliably informed by Unfolding Joker that raves are still a thing, far more mainstream these days, so not so cool. Yeah, it's kind of like Facebook, right? So, Facebook, back in the day when it first started, you had to have a .edu email address, right, to be at Facebook. Now Facebook is totally not cool because it's like your dorky Aunt Madge sharing her meatloaf recipes, with your grandma on there. Like, very, very much not cool right there. So, hey, Unfolding Joker, thank you right there. And just to show you guys that I am not tooting my own horn over here, we've got great episode, bro. Yeah, from Unfolding Joker. And he would know, okay, what a great episode is. I appreciate that. So, all right. And what do we got next right here? So, you know what? Hey, I know what we got next. I do know what we have next, everybody. And it's my favorite part of the show. And I'm sure it's your favorite part of the show, too, if you're a patriot just like me, okay? And my favorite part of the show is the movie military moment, everybody. And so this episode's movie military moment honoree is one Staff Sergeant Howard E. Woodford. Okay, so now I don't know if he has anything to do with Woodford Reserve. Okay, if you're a cocktail drinker there, but all I know is that he is the recipient of a Congressional Medal of Honor, and so he is our honoree for this movie military moment in this episode here. This here episode of what's the name of the show again? What's the name of the show? Oh, Movies America. Spoiler warning. Okay, and so I think that an honorable gentleman who did everything for our country deserves his own music. Okay, wouldn't you say? Isn't that only right? I mean, if he's going to be doing some valiant shit like he did. So, without further ado, let's give Staff Sergeant Woodford his musical due. This is the movie military moment. And in this military movie moment, there we go, let's do it again. Our recipients, our honoree is one Staff Sergeant Howard E. Woodford, who served during World War II, and his Medal of Honor action location is the Philippine Islands. And let's learn more about Staff Sergeant Woodford, shall we? He volunteered to investigate the delay in a scheduled attack by an attached guerrilla battalion. Reaching the line of departure, he found that the lead company in combat for the first time was immobilized by intense enemy mortar, machine gun, and rifle fire, which had caused casualties to key personnel. Knowing that further failure to advance would endanger the flanks of adjacent units, as well as delay capture of the objective, he immediately took command of the company, evacuated the wounded, reorganized the unit under fire, and prepared to attack. He repeatedly exposed himself to draw revealing fire from the Japanese strongpoints, and then moved forward with a 5-man covering force to determine exact enemy positions. Although intense enemy machine gun fire killed 2 and wounded his other 3 men, Staff Sergeant Woodford resolutely continued his patrol before returning to the company. Then, against bitter resistance, he guided the guerrillas up a barren hill and captured the objective, personally accounting for 2 hostile machine gunners and courageously reconnoitering strong defensive positions before directing neutralizing fire. After organizing a perimeter defense for the night, he was given permission by radio to return to his battalion. But, feeling that he was needed to maintain proper control, he chose to remain with the guerrillas. Before dawn, the next morning, the enemy launched a fierce suicide attack with mortars, grenades, and small arms fire and infiltrated through the perimeter. Though wounded by a grenade, Staff Sergeant Woodford remained at his post, calling for mortar support until bullets knocked out his radio. Then, seizing a rifle, he began working his way around the perimeter, encouraging the men until he reached a weak spot where 2 guerrillas had been killed. Filling the gap himself, he fought off the enemy. At daybreak, he was found dead in his foxhole. But 37 enemy dead were lying in and around his position. By his daring, skillful, and inspiring leadership, as well as by his gallant determination to search out and kill the enemy, Staff Sergeant Woodford led an inexperienced unit in capturing and securing a vital objective and was responsible for the successful continuance of a vitally important general advance. And that is why he is this episode's Movies Military Moment honoree. And we salute you, Staff Sergeant Howard E. Woodford, for doing what you did for our country. Fantastic. So, and as I always say, if you happen to, know Howard E. Woodford's family, or you're part of his family and you're watching this, hey, it's my pleasure to honor your loved one. Okay, but if you happen to know, his family, and let them know about this. I think that they would get a kick, and maybe be touched by someone honoring their loved one right there. But fantastic. It's the least that I could do in honoring Staff Sergeant Howard E. Woodford, a recipient of the Congressional Medal of Honor. All right. And let's check out our live chats here again, because I never want to leave anybody out here. So, and Agent X6 has to take his leave. Says, take care, everyone. Have a great night. Agent X6, a great night to you, my friend. And, what do we got here? Oh, yeah, we've got Unfolding Joker. He's got some good stuff here. Says, hooah! There we go. Absolutely. So, yeah, it must have been a Marine right there. And this, there we go. Marines done so much for our country right there. I just like Chosen Reservoir in Korea is just one of the many battles that they fought, that they waged to protect our freedom. Absolutely, right there. But yeah, appreciate everyone joining me, for this episode. Hey, and while I'm thinking about it, like this episode, like get in there and hit that like button. Just smash the shit out of that like button. Smash the shit like Staff Sergeant Woodford smashed the shit out of the enemy. All right, just smash that like button right there. And then while you're in the smashing mode already, smash the subscribe or follow buttons down there on this channel. All right, so the Movies Merica channel on Pilled, on Rumble, on YouTube. Okay, and follow me on. I'm on X. I'm on Facebook. I'm in Gab. All right, look for me under @MoviesMerica at all those locations, including Gab, Facebook. I'm on there. Just basically look for Movies Merica. And follow or subscribe to me right there. That'd be fantastic. And then also, after this episode is over with, and you can't live chat with me anymore, hey, no worries. Get in the comments down below, all right? So comment down there and let me know what you thought about the episode, all right? I'm always only too happy to get all kinds of tips and advice as far as what you think I could do better in the episode, what you liked, what you'd like to see me do more of, so on and so forth. Good ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And you know what? Hey, absolutely. Again, another thing while I'm thinking about it is, if you're liking what you're hearing and what you're seeing, and you want to show me a little financial love, then you can give me what's called a Rumble rant or a super chat or gold pills. And so the Rumble rants, obviously that would be in Rumble. How you do that is you just hit the $ button down by where you type in your live chat message in Rumble. Hit that $ button, and then you can give me $1 or $2 or 100 or whatever. If you're feeling especially generous, okay. If you want a big judgment from Trump, and you've got millions of dollars, and you want to spend some of those millions of dollars, on more, hey, you can do that through a Rumble rant or through a super chat on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, how you give me a super chat is you hit the dollar bill sign, and you can choose what dollar amount you want to donate to me to show a little financial appreciation if you are so inclined. And then lastly, on Pilled, last but not least, you can give me what's called a gold pill or gold pills on Pilled right there. And gold pills on there equate to moolah. Okay, right there. So, and you'll see on the screen, you'll see the gold pill icon there, where you can go in there and you can give me a gold pill right there. I think if you're on there, I think you just have to hit like the gold pill tab, and then you can basically, I think there's like some buttons with some gold pills, gold pill amounts, where you can like just click on one of them, and it just gives me whatever gold pill amount you see right there. So I believe that's how it works. I haven't been on Pilled a whole lot, very long, so I'm sure that the Pilled veterans are probably hearing me go over this and laughing their asses off, going, "That's not at all how that works." Silly Pilled rookie. So, but and you know what? Hey, if you're saying that, hey, you know what? God bless you. And correct me. I need correction. All right. So, okay, let's check out. See if we got any more live chats in here. And all right, yeah, Unfolding Joker. I think Unfolding Joker might be taking his leave, or he's just saying bye to everybody. But everyone, take care, stay free, and commies can eat shit. Yeah, you bet. So love it. I mean, words to live by, right? Commies can eat shit, okay? Especially the American commies we have in this country. That's for sure. Right there. So, all right. So, you know what? I like samurai movies, and I reckon that we've got some samurai movie lovers in here right now. And Unfolding Joker. Okay, good. He's still hanging out for a bit. Absolutely. Thanks. Thank God. All right. But in case we have some samurai movie lovers in here, I saw a video about like the top 10 samurai movies in the opinion of whoever made this video, and I thought it was interesting. Okay, interesting enough to share with you guys, and maybe you guys recognize some of these samurai movies, and I know I did. I've seen about let's say about 5 of these samurai movies right here, but definitely check this out right here, and then if any of them kind of intrigue you, definitely check them out. But here we go.
These are the big screen noble military men who lived and died by the sword. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 samurai movies. For this list, we're looking at the most memorable feature-length films that center around the lives of samurai and/or ronin. Number 10, Lone Wolf and Cub, Baby Cart in the Land of Demons.
That is why I must challenge you.
Based on the popular manga series Lone Wolf and Cub, the wandering samurai Ogami Ito returns to the big screen pushing a baby and stroller looking for work.
Are you afraid to fight? Stop it. He's no match for you.
Hired by a lord to prevent intelligence from falling into the hands of a rival clan, Ogami must defeat the clan's 5 deadly assassins to complete his mission.
It must be Ogami Ito who did this. I know I'm right. It was him.
With a dramatic soundtrack, over-the-top scenarios, and exaggerated kill scenes, Lone Wolf and Cub is a grindhouse-like guilty pleasure that never fails to make the cut. Number 9, The Twilight Samurai. Shedding light on the samurai myth.
Don't worry, there are no vampires or werewolves in The Twilight Samurai. So just a word of the wise.
This 2002 movie tells the poignant story of the samurai with a nickname that means twilight, because at dusk, he leaves the other samurai to attend to his family.
しかし天下は変わるんだぞ
その時は俺は侍辞めて百姓になる。
Following his wife's death, he becomes sole caretaker to his children and his senile mother. As a low-level samurai, he knows that others in the clan are materially better off than him, which highlights the limiting classist society at play in Japan.
You may recognize this guy right here. This is Hiroyuki Sanada, who you would have seen more recently in John Wick 4. Okay, he was the runner of what was it? Not the Tokyo Continental. Someone in the chat will remind me right there. But yeah, he played John Wick's friend that ran the Continental there in Japan, and he had the great line in John Wick 4 where he was saying to his henchmen, his security force at the Continental, prepare to show them hospitality. I love that fucking line in that. So, but Hiroyuki Sanada, he was also in Bullet Train here recently, and in The Last Samurai, he was in that movie as well.
As such, disheveled and in debt, the warrior ultimately refuses to marry the woman he loves. Behind all the movie's impressive swordplay, The Twilight Samurai is also celebrated for its commentary on Japanese society and its endearing tale of father and children. Number 8. Throne of Blood.
No, that is not Dylan Mulvaney, in case any of you were wondering. Natural question. I understand why you might be asking that, but that is not the queen of the tranny fluids right there.
In Akira Kurosawa's reimagining of Shakespeare's Macbeth, General Takayuki Washizu is told by a witch in an enchanted forest of his imminent rise to power. The prophecy comes true, and, spurred on by his conniving wife, Lady Washizu, he heads down a bloody path of treachery, madness, and murder. Bleak, shadowy, and unsettling, this samurai drama sees Kurosawa expertly tackle the deeply complex topics of insanity, paranoia, and hubris. Number 7. Samurai Rebellion. The life of a samurai is one of submission to one's lord.
Also, I should say, a lot of these movies are good movies. Like, say, if your wife is sitting on the couch annoying you and you want to get her out of your man cave or something like that, just throw these movies on right here. And these movies are guaranteed to drive her out of the man cave, because these will probably bore the shit out of her. So, but yeah, just word of the wise, little life hack or wife hack.
But when Isaburo's lord goes too far, the samurai rebels. When his lord forces Isaburo's son to marry his concubine, they eventually fall in love and bear a daughter. However, she also previously bore the son of her lord, who has become next in line for succession following a death in the lord's family. After she refuses to heed the lord's summoning for her return, it's up to Isaburo to take up the sword against his master's will. Demonstrating Japan's unjust feudal practices on ordinary individuals, Samurai Rebellion is a rallying cry against the country's hierarchical society, as well as an award-winning samurai flick. Number 6. 13 Assassins. In Edo period Japan, a government official secretly hires 13 samurai for a suicide mission to assassinate Lord Naritsuku.
Yeah, this movie should sound familiar right here. But as you saw, this made by Toho right there, who also makes a lot of Japanese movies, including the recent hit Godzilla -1.
Matsudaira, whose insatiable lust and madness was spreading across the country.
拙者この太平の世に侍として良き死に場所を探し続けておりました。
Loosely based on historic events, 13 Assassins may be the debut samurai epic for the notorious shock cinema director Takashi Miike, but it also introduces his familiar brand of outrageousness and sadistic tropes.
長次郎、わしの背後に抜けたものを切れ。
It turns the genre on its head by ingeniously portraying the noble samurai obsession with violence and death as just another fetish.
甘えで待っててくれ。
Number 5, Samurai Trilogy.
なんだあいつは。
Nobushi.
Based on the popular novels of Eiji Yoshikawa, this film trilogy tells the tales of real-life master swordsman and ronin Musashi Miyamoto. How can we best explain its cinematic treatment? Imagine Rocky Balboa meets Gone with the Wind.
武藤さんは私が嫌いになったの？
いや、俺はお父さんが好きだ。
Audiences journey through this adaptation into Musashi's life and his many trials and duels against several adversaries. The Samurai Trilogy is a classic.
This one kind of has the same lighting as like a lot of Elvis movies from back then, you know, kind of like Blue Hawaii or Viva Las Vegas or something like that.
Demonstration of traditional, deep, nostalgic, and romantic samurai cinema, with the first installment winning the Oscar for Best Foreign Language Film. Number 4, Samurai Assassin. Set in 19th century Japan, this film sees the Tokugawa government's isolationist policy coming to an end when American battleships sail into port. Turmoil ensues and causes splintering samurai factions, as well as questions about Japan's future. To prove to his father that he's a samurai and to learn his true lineage, Nero must assassinate the official who's causing all the turmoil. A pessimistic suspense thriller with overtones of fatalism and legendary past Kurosawa cast members, Samurai Assassin is a gripping Japanese drama that builds upon historical events. Number 3, Harakiri.
Just something about seeing blood in black and white. I'll tell you. It kind of has a little bit more resonance to it, right? It's very uniquely abrasive when you see blood in black and white. So kind of like reminds me of Kill Bill Volume 1, where Tarantino decided to make the fight against the Crazy Eights in black and white there with the bride or the widow or whatever. Been a while since I've seen that movie.
When aging Ronin Tsugumo requests the right to perform his own ritual disembowelment, known as seppuku from feudal Lord Saito, his request is refused. The Lord's reasoning for this is the story of Chijiwa Motome, another Ronin who Saito believed tried to defraud his clan of customary monetary dispensation by faking the bloody act. Tsugumo counters with his life story and reveals how Saito mistook the tragedy behind both his and Motome's tales. An anti-war masterpiece, Harakiri rips apart the over-glorification of the Bushido honor code and exposes its hypocrisy, senseless murders, and its exploitation of the human condition. Number 2, Yojimbo. This is probably Toshiro Mifune's greatest achievement when it comes to samurai flicks. When a drifting ronin shows up in a town that's torn apart by warring gangs, he's hired by the townspeople to be its bodyguard, i.e. the titular Yojimbo.
The Clint Eastwood movie from 1985, Pale Rider, was actually based on Yojimbo. So Clint Eastwood loves Yojimbo, loves this movie, and so he wanted to create a Western that had a Yojimbo-like theme right there. So if you just heard the plot and you're like, sounds like Pale Rider, but in the Old West, then yeah, that would be why.
He craftily pits the two gangs against each other until they're drawn into a high noon showdown that aims to once and for all free the townsfolk from the gangsters' terrible reign. Inspiring a sequel called Sanjuro, as well as Sergio Leone's A Fistful of Dollars, this was truly one of director Akira Kurosawa's milestone samurai films. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
You have nightmares?
Every soldier has nightmares.
Only one who is ashamed of what he has done.
I guess I figured The Last Samurai was not enough of a samurai movie, and it really wasn't there. I mean, the samurai, it was kind of like the frame to the movie, but they weren't really the lifeblood, I don't think, to it. And they also might think like The Last Samurai is a little too mainstream, a little too well polished, or something like that. I don't know. And there wasn't. I thought it could have used some more samurai action in it, but I mean, I like The Last Samurai. I mean, and that Hans Zimmer soundtrack to The Last Samurai is chef's kiss.
Number 1, Seven Samurai. When 7 penniless Ronins are hired to defend a poor village from marauding bandits, Ronins and villagers must put aside their prejudices to face a common threat. Stripping away the glory and honor for which the samurai genre is usually known, this Kurosawa adventure flick features battle scenes that are often inglorious and stark. It also focuses on how these Ronins, villagers, and bandits found themselves living lives plagued by poverty, violence, and scavenging. Inspiring countless major motion pictures like The Magnificent Seven with its narrative and technical innovations, there's no question that Seven Samurai is a timeless masterpiece. Do you agree with our list? Which samurai film is your fave? For more slicing top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to Watch Mojo.
All right, so yeah, what'd you guys think of their list here? It sounds like we have my man Unfolding Joker has got some thoughts here. So let's see here. I thought I saw right here 13 should be number 4, but I'll take number 6 right there. Yeah, I mean, that's the fun thing about these lists right here. You can check them out, and you can be like, okay, they're spot on, all right, a little bit off, all right, but they're spot on. Or what the fuck are they talking about? What the Jimbo at number 2? What, that should be number 4? And like Samurai Assassin should be like at number 3. And what, like, so it's kind of cool. Like, let the debate begin, right? So absolutely. Yeah, we got pretty sure Takashi also did Old Boy, right? He did not. Old Boy was directed by a Korean director. I forget what the Korean boys. The Korean director's name is I want to say like Boon Yu Park or something along those lines. Right there, and then also Fully Joker. Apparently, like Sword of Doom. And hey, he's got good taste. Got good taste. Sword of Doom is a fantastic movie. But and yeah, you're right. You're right. They did not put Ran in there. But Seven Samurai. Yeah, you knew Seven Samurai was going to be on the list, and you definitely knew that Seven Samurai was going to be in the top 3. No doubt. I mean, that was just something that you could just set your watch to right there. But yeah, I mean, hey, let me know what you guys think about the list there in the comments or in live chat here. I know Unfolding Joker has given me some fantastic input with the list right there. But I just thought that was some fantastic a fantastic chance for maybe some folks that aren't into samurai movies to kind of get a good list of some samurai movies that you should definitely check out here. So it's always good to check those out here. And let's get that off the screen. There we go. Got to get everything in order. But yeah, let me check out live chat here and see if we got any new messages. And yeah, I got Darth Jason putting up some good American flags and sending some 60s style hippie love there, some emojis. I like that. I like that. There we go. Right there. It's the kind of feedback I like to get. That's the kind of feedback my massive ego likes to get. Hey, movies, one of your best episodes for sure. Yeah. Toast to that right there. Hot fire. Hot fire. Let's drink a toast. Let's drink a toast to good episodes. Featuring samurai movies. Hey. Konbawa. Yes. It means good evening in Japanese, in case you didn't know. All right. All right. Yes, fantastic. Keep those compliments coming there, Unfolding Joker. Absolutely. And a great job, movie-son, Unfolding Joker says so. See, I can talk like that because I was stationed in Japan for 3 years, so I have the permission. So yes, I made sure to go around and ask every Japanese person for permission to talk like this. All right, what else we got? Hold on, knock it. You know what? Yeah, we're getting ready to wrap this bad boy up, everybody. Getting ready to wrap this bad boy up here. But you know what? Let's do this. I want to watch like one more scene from the show here. Let's do it. I don't think they're getting their rental deposit back on that building right there. So just a hunch. See what I mean? Like I said earlier, you could tell Noritsugu knows who wrote that Total Massacre. And like, of course, it was that poor young woman that, Noritsugu cut off all her limbs and cut her tongue out. So a little bit of satisfaction coming up here. Love it. Love it. Yep. You know what? That's a great scene right there. And hey, if you don't like that scene,
I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
damn right. Damn right. So, yep. Yeah, I gotta call it the way it is right there. So, and yeah, great scene. A lot more great scenes where that came from. If you haven't watched the movie 13 Assassins, you're a lot more great scenes. Check them all out right there. Now, if you haven't watched 13 Assassins, well, you probably had a whole lot of shit spoiled for you there. Maybe not. I don't know. So, it's not like a who done it or anything like that. It's not one of those kind of movies. We know who done it. Noritsugu did that shit right there. Love it though. Darth Jason. Like a blamo. And Jason X6. Just walk it off, guys. Just walk it off, man. And this is fine. Totally fine. Total annihilation. Yes, exactly. And love the strategy. It's simple, easy to remember, right? I mean, who can't remember Total Massacre? Hey! Yes, love it. So great movie. And again, like I said, it's a great movie to drive the wife out of the man cave if you need to do that. She's pestering you about the honeydew list and whatnot. Good way to get her out of the man cave. Just throw on some 13 Assassins or any of those samurai movies that we saw on that top 10 list right there. All right. So, hey, like I said before, I got some Argyle to go see. And so I'm going to wrap this bad boy up by telling you about some great sites that you need to go to. All right. And the first one is going to be moviesmerica.com. Now, the only reason you'd want to go to this site is if you only want to listen to my spoiler-free reviews that come out every Sunday afternoon. Okay, so I do my spoiler-free reviews. The show is called Movies America Live. Okay, and that comes out like at 4 Eastern, 3 Central, 2 Mountain, and 1%. 1 o'clock on California time or Pacific time, I should say. There. So, but if you can't handle looking at this face, okay, then yeah, you can check out the audio-only episodes on moviesmerica.com. Full disclaimer, in full disclosure, I don't always get those out that quickly. Okay, so if you're counting on the audio-only, sometimes I don't get those out until like Tuesday or Wednesday, where you can get you can see the show you can watch, the Movies America Live episodes you can watch. You get those right away at at those times I mentioned on Rumble, Pilled, YouTube, what have you. Okay, Twitter, X. You get them right away. If you want the audio only episodes, you gotta wait a little bit. Okay, so enough about that site out there. But again, also on that website, there's a link out there, another link to our merch, our Till Death Podcast Network merch at the moviesmerica.com website. It's up at the tippy top. It's at the right, top right. There we go. All right, and then moving on, I am on the socials. Okay, I'm on X. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Gab. Okay, all under @moviesmerica at those locations. And Gab is a fantastic place to go to. Hey, you can reach out to my man Unfolding Joker. I believe Darth Jason is out there. You can go join the inner circle of salt on Gab right there. And make sure to follow all those ladies and gents there on Gab. And again, hey, if you find me out on X or Facebook or Instagram, follow me. All right, follow me, and then I will follow you back. Okay. So, but yeah, and just send me a quick message on X and hey, I followed you, you son of a bitch. Now follow me back. Do it. And Unfolding Joker says, yeah, come kick it on Gab. Do it. Got to do it, man. That's the place to be. I mean, you're not gonna regret going there on Gab and and reaching out and making those network connections on Gab. It's one of the cool, hip new sites that all the kids are going to. Yes, it's super cool. So do it. So yeah, follow Movies America, moi, on Gab and X and Instagram and Facebook and so on and so forth. Okay. And moving on, we've got tdpn.locals.com. I told you about that earlier. That's our Till Death Podcast Network website. But since I told you about that earlier, I'm not going to go over that in too much detail here. Also, we have our merch store for Till Death Podcast Network. And the easy way to get to our merch store is click on the merch store link in the description down below and get yourself some good merch, or give a loved one a gift. Okay, so we got Valentine's Day coming up here in a little bit, and nothing says love like getting your true love a Movies America phone case. Okay, or getting the love of your life, the light of your life, some Movies America yoga pants. Okay, so there you go. That won't get you sleeping on the couch at all. Not at all, okay? I love Darth Jason. It'd be cooler if you did. All right. One of my favorite lines from Matthew McConaughey from Days of Confused is, yeah, we're going to have a beer bong. It's going to be out at the moon tower. The moon tower. All right. Matthew McConaughey. Cool cat, that's for sure. So all that to say, get some merch, all right? Click on that merch link down below in the description. And then go to @TillDeathNetwork, solo.to/TillDeathPodNetwork to get all the links to everything Till Death Podcast Network related, all right? So it's your one-stop shop for all those links right there. If you don't feel like having to hunt and peck all over the internet for that, it'd be cooler if you did. All right. And then we got solo.to/TillDeathStudios. Now, the reason you want to go there is if you're like a content creator like myself or Darth Jason or Unfolding Joker or Ian and Sean that you see in the Whiskey Capitalist podcast, and you want to spruce up your content. You want to class it up. You want to give it some flair, like the intros that you saw at the beginning of my episode here, or the overlays up at the very top that says moviesamerica.com, or the background that says Movies America. If you want cool shit like that, then my man Ian can hook you up with his mad skills. And the way to get the ball rolling on that is to go to solo.to/TillDeathStudios. All right, you will not be sorry. And then solo.to/I'm Sean Cav is where you go to check out all the links to all the content that Sean from the Whiskey Capitalist podcast and Sipping with Sean has out there for you. Okay, so you don't have to worry about unleashing the guard dogs, unleashing the hunting dogs, the sniffing dogs, for all of Sean's links right there. You can just go to solo.to/I'm Sean Cab and click on the links, and you'll see all his great stuff, articles, blogs, BuzzFeed articles, videos to his gigs. He's a fantastic bass guitar player. I've heard him, and where have I heard him? Well, the videos that you can get links to at solo.to/ did I say that right? solo.to/I'm Sean Cab. There we go. All right. I'm getting fucked on Honix over here. All right. And then solo.to/the Whiskey Capitalist. And that's where you can go, the one-stop shop you can go to for all the links that have to do with that Whiskey Capitalist podcast show that I'm sure all of you guys check out on Monday and Wednesday nights, okay, and sometimes on Tuesdays now. And they just had the QAnon shaman on there, or Jake Chansley on there, last night. And so if you want to have an easy way to be able to join that show, for the latest episodes, go to solo.to/the Whiskey Capitalist. And they got some great guests coming up here, down the pike. So definitely check that out. Darth Jason, Grandma be racist, yo. Be racist. That's what I'm doing. I'm racist, yo. Yeah. That's what I specialize in. Okay, so hey, if I'm gonna I'm a white heterosexual male, I get called racist all the time, even when I'm not racist. So hey, might as well be racist, man. Might as well do it. I don't want to make them liars. Hooked on bionics made me learn better. Yeah. No, that's the jabbed people, Joker. Yeah. All right, and then last but not least, solo.to/TillDeathPodcast. And that's the one-stop shop for all the links that have to do with the Till Death podcast show that Ian and his lovely bride, Jen, do every other Saturday, where they talk about the latest and greatest hot-button topics, politics, entertainment, funnies, and they talk about it, giving you, the husband and wife, the marital perspective on all those things, okay? So, and they keep it spicy and sketchy on that show. And so solo.to/TillDeathPodcast, that's a great place where you can go to just, find the link really quick to the latest episode of their Till Death podcast show. And that is the very first show that was on the Till Death Podcast Network there. So just a little trivia all about that stuff right there. And before I go here, I just want to release. I'm going to do what we call releasing the scratching on Pilled. And what that means is I have accumulated with my particular set of skills some gold pills, which equate to moolah, cold hard cash, clams. All right. I've accumulated some gold pills on Pilled. And so I'm going to release those pills, those gold pills that equate to money for you, okay, for you to claim on Pilled. Now, that's if I see some people on Pilled. All right, I'm going to go over there and check out Pilled, see if we have anybody over there on Pilled. And let's see if we got anybody over there on Pilled checking the show out. Let's see. Let's refresh. And we got a well-oiled machine going. We got some viewers over there. So let's see here. Let's turn that down right there. All right. Boy, whew. Get a hold of your show here, Van. My God. Get a hold of it, man. Get a hold of it. All right. So I'm going to release the scratching here. I don't see anybody commenting over there, but hey, if there is anybody over there, well, they're going to catch some. They're going to have some gold pills to catch over there if I actually manage to get over here and release them. All right. Here we go. And the scratching has been released. All right, I've released those. So now let's see if anybody actually claims those gold pills over there. So, and hey, if you don't, hey, that's on you. That's on you. You snooze, you lose, everybody. All right. So like they say, if you hesitate, you masturbate. Okay. Not that I would know from personal experience. Ooh, never. I would never do that. Never, 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 never. Not at all. All right. And so just checking one last check on live chat here everywhere. And yeah, looks like Darth Jason and Folded Joker and others are having a good time there in the live chat. I just appreciate you guys joining me in this episode right there. And Unfolding Joker, hey, great recommendation for a movie review. I should be able to do this, throughout this year because as you may have seen, there's going to be a lot less new movies being released than normal, than you see in other years this year, thanks to the writers' strike and the actors' strike that we had last year. And so there's going to be a lot of weeks where I'm going to be doing retro reviews and or fan recommended reviews like I just did, for Unfolding Joker and 13 Assassins and that kind of thing, and Agent X6 getting 1 to 3 gold pills from the scratching right there. There you go, Agent X6. Fantastic. Getting it done over there on Pilled. All right. So, yeah, so I'm going to be doing a lot of retro reviews of old movies or older movies and fan-requested reviews as well, okay? So, but, all right. Hey, as I always say, everybody, get out there, people. Those movies aren't going to watch themselves. Sayonara.
Hey, everybody. Hey. I got the police after me. They're coming after me, okay? But I got just enough time to ask you. Just like this video, if you would, and then subscribe to this channel, okay? I'm gonna be in handcuffs pretty soon. I gotta tell you. And so before they haul me off, make sure you watch these videos over here, okay? And thanks for watching this video and the Till Death Podcast Network, okay? I gotta go.